Day 1. You wake up in ancient Athens, probably after a rather questionable time travel portal experience, only to find soldiers fighting barefoot in the dirt with what looks suspiciously like glorified pot lids. They're calling this peak performance, while you, a modern engineer, are already twitching, muttering about suboptimal resource allocation and the appalling lack of safety regulations. Day 2. Armed with sheer audacity and a surprising amount of ancient junk, you're MacGyvering with wood and bronze scraps. You reinforce their flimsy shields and tweak their formations, which previously resembled an angry mob at a discount olive sale. Balance improves instantly. Do they praise you? Nah, they just grunt, nod vaguely, and go test your brilliant upgrades by getting poked with more pointy sticks. Clearly, the R&D budget here is non-existent. Day 3. You adjust their human Jenga tower formation. Revolutionary concept. Front lines now rotate instead of just collapsing into a pile of confused, shouting men. Soldiers' endurance dramatically increases, largely because they're not dying quite as quickly. Each battle begins to look less like a chaotic brawl and more like a surprisingly well-choreographed, albeit very stabby training exercise. Your inner project manager is silently high-fiving.
Day 4. You're practically levitating with self-satisfaction. Food supplies solved with a surprisingly simple spreadsheet for strategic foraging, aka better logistics for stealing grain. Armor systematically repaired, because really, who wants to fight with a half breastplate? Training scheduled in rotations like a mandatory, albeit slightly violent, corporate team building exercise. Your system is so far ahead, these guys still think the wheel is a beta test. You are, for all intents and purposes, a highly efficient time-traveling middle manager. Day 5. Neighboring states are now falling faster than your Wi-Fi signal on a Monday morning. Sparta, previously a terrifying war machine, now moves with the eerie precision of a particularly aggressive Excel macro. Soldiers look to you for every tiny adjustment, from shield angles to preferred stabbing techniques. Generals are furiously scribbling down your optimal phalanx management. You briefly consider trademarking Optimal Phalanx Management TM. Day 6. The inevitable happens. The generals, who were basically glorified bouncers with swords, have figured it out. They slowly but surely start nudging you toward the exit, which is probably a very dusty tent in the back. They now understand the system you so painstakingly implemented, with or without your brilliant insights. They don't need you anymore. You've automated yourself right out of a job, centuries before automation was even a concept. Day 7. You stand in the yard, a slightly pathetic figure, looking at the hyper-efficient, terrifying war machine you created. It's magnificent. It's also completely independent of you. Guess it's back to the drawing board to invent electricity before some local genius takes credit for it.